Hello everyone and welcome back to Manor Lords, to year 2 where we are right now, building our manor areas. So over here, I think we will not be able to build a manor house, but hopefully a tax collector would become available then. We still have a year around that, a little less than a year, like 3/4 of a year left before we can do anything. However, what we can do is farming, and as we can see, it has started. So right over here now, the farm is working. 2 people are working in that, but it's 2 families in reality that are working this, right? So these symbols here are always families, not single workers. And as we can see, the 2 families that were signed is actually 4 people here. Or actually this one here too. And anyone that still has a bit of time available then as well is also helping out there for our field. So the sowing is already in progress in June. And then we got the ploughing and then the sowing for this field here. And since this is all happening rather quickly, I would like to go ahead and have another field then right away for all of those thingies. So let's go ahead and have the next field then designated over here. And let's also have then a nice road connection here. So those fields have a road connection as well, being right to this, right? So as people are getting into my village, they of course pass some fields first, then the farm, and then they can actually get into the village itself. So that's just totally realistic, I think. Weather is changing, a bit of rain there again. My church already looks pretty used, but I guess it's fine. The manor area is also coming along. And another thing that we have now in stock is with the raw materials, 20 iron ore. So it is time to start that industry as well. I would really like to, this area, really like to keep this area available there. So let's have the road going over here as we're expanding the town, right? Here we're going to have, of course, the tavern once I can afford that. That would be somewhere here, or actually like this, I think. So we need to make sure, look at that. That would already be not good enough anymore. Let's move the hitch post over there, because I need to see how much space we have there still. We would have timber. This would be possible. But here not. So we do need to get rid of that road there again. This would be possible now. And this would be possible. This is how I would like to have it. So perhaps we can squeeze the road in like that and still have the tavern here, please. That is all just very tight. Yeah, so this would be working, right? But we cannot build a road over there for now, at least, because it would disrupt it. However, we still have, of course, more space than here. Let's continue with the road setup then going over there in the back. Or some mining industry. You could also have the mining industry down here by the road, because this will also make sense since we have the mining pit not that far away. But it's stored in the storehouse, right? So let's have it here. Let's have it here. It just makes sense to me to have it here. Yeah, and look at that. Once we place the tavern, we can actually just really easily build a road over there. So it's not really as tight as it looked at first. Having a road going all the way over there to my storehouses then as well. Just around my logging camp. And we can actually get the hitching post back up here into this area. So we got those 2 in that area. Very good. So the tavern is also being under construction now. Let's assign a second person to the logging camp, because I think we do just need a bit more logs. Oh, I don't have it in this area then. And there's the tavern coming along. So you cannot drink alcohol yet, but at least you can enjoy water, because there's the well, right? So we can serve some water there at least. I would love some ornaments for this tiny area there. That would just make so much sense to place something here. But for now, it's just a little, place in front of the tavern to have available. And behind the tavern, then we just have the industry then coming up. And this road here, perhaps make the connection there. Fine, just below that tree. So we can still keep those trees. There's the tavern, finished as well. Nothing I really need to do here right now. What I would like to do now is behind the storehouse, having our little industry then. And for that we do need, so mining we have now. And then we can start with the bloomery, right? So this one allows us to smelt the iron then. And then we can have the smithy for the tools. And tools we do need for gardens and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and have the bloomery. Probably going to be pretty dirty. And then the smithy. The smithy we can have a bit closer to the village itself. And beside that we have the bloomery. Both of them here. Perfect. And then we still have more room then, for example, for a malt house that we're going to need. And for the ale house. They're going to smell. So I would also like to have them a bit further away. But not too far away from the tavern. As we do need it then. Right, this field is coming along. This is also now finished, and now they're working on that field here. So 3 fields we'll have then. One with emmer, one with barley, and one with... Let's also make it emmer. So this we can make bread then out of that, right? Next year then barley, and then flax. So barley, we definitely need a lot of that for our alcohol production. By the way, it's only July, so we get another field out there. I think we could. I think we should do this. Get the next field just here along the road. There you go, right? So that we have all these fields here along the road then. And here we can also say once again, start with barley, please. And then we go with emmer and then flax. There's the road, and we would have then way more room over here as well for more farms and more fields. And here, yeah. Barley is a bit better in this area. Flax is very bad, and emmer is also a bit okay there, but not too much. This is not ideal for farming. Smithy has been finished, but I think the bloomery is the more important building. And there it is, another building. Let's assign someone to that. And then also someone to the smithy afterwards. But first, of course, we need to smelt it. Now, I'm a bit low on workforce. We have timber though. We have enough food and enough firewood. So, of course, it is time for a bit more growth with the burgage plots. We can have more here in the forest. We have, please, 2 here. 2 would be perfect. Thank you very much. Righto. 2 more on that side, and then probably also a few more down here. I mean, here we already know that we can grow, right? So if I have the road going down this area, we can probably build them along this road. Like so. This is not possible. This is possible, and I would like to have it like so. And we could also do the same thing then on that side once I have more timber again. It's late August and the berries are out once more, so no more berries, but we have 100 berries in store, so that should be fine, and 250 food just in total. So let's reduce that worker there to 0 so we can use it for something else. The bloomery is starting to work now, and then we can also assign someone to the smithy right away so that we can start producing tools. And how's it looking here? The next field is ready. This is also now being worked upon then. Let's assign a 3rd person to that if we have it, right? And idle persons could also always join. And there's the next houses coming along as well, so more people can join us. And also now over here. I love how diverse it looks, right? So here we got the rather, dark forest area, which is also cozy looking. Right, and over here we got the open field area, and it just feels so much different, so much more open and sunny. And this one feels cozy, but also very enclosed. And by the way, also here the bailey has been finished. It is disconnected from the road network right now, it tells me, but it can't be, right? Because we do have everything here disconnected from the road. It is not disconnected from the road though, right? The gatehouse is connected, so actually it should also be the bailey then. The problem though is still that even after finishing it, I cannot build the tax collector, nor can I build the manor house because this is locked, right? So we cannot build it in general because you can't do that in the demo. So in that case, I think we're going to run out of money then at some point. Let's just see what happens then when this timer goes to 0. And we just happily continue with our city. And that is meaning that we have now also the bloomery hopefully working. Where's the person for that? Over here. Getting the iron ore over there right now. I think we'll need more in the storehouse. I mean, why is it getting it from over there? We do have 40 iron in the storehouse right next to it. Yet this person insists bathrooms of going this distance here, which is totally needless. Needless work. But we have iron slab in store already, so I think the tool production is starting. Yep. There it is. The smithy is working. And with that, we got the first tools in store again, and that means I can now finally add upgrades to my houses, right? So this burgage plot here has actually three upgrades available. So the vegetables, the chicken coops, and the goat shed. The goat shed provides us with milk consistently through the year, the chicken coop with eggs, and the vegetable garden with vegetables. Doesn't provide yields in winter though. Let's start with the chicken coop. I like that idea, that we have some chickens in our burgages, right? I do have another tool, so let's also have a vegetable garden for this one here. And for this one, we then have the goat shed available too. So these are now starting their construction. Takes a bit of time there again. Ah, there we have it. There we get the first chickens. She's actually called Els, going somewhere. Pooping around, I guess. We already have the chickens, we don't have the chicken coop yet, right? So it's being built right now. There it is. Oh, this is looking glorious. We do have something for the chicken. Beautiful. Yeah, the production is rather quick with the tools. We have 7 tools already in store. So I guess we might actually need to pause this at some point, because I can't really use that many tools right now. We could pause it right now. We do have iron slab. No iron slab then available though after this. Actually 2 iron slabs, so the bloomery could stop its working, or actually the smithy can stop its work, because we don't need more than 7 right now. And I would like to assign the 3rd person to the logging camp, because we need more timber in order for faster growth. Let's just see. Let's have it over here then. Right. That's fantastic. These 2 have also been finished. Both of them we could upgrade, and we will, of course. There we have now the chicken. Do we have already eggs? Yeah, we have 1 egg in store already. And also here, those people, that family, starts now working its own fields. I would like to go ahead and continue then with the goat shed, please. Vegetable garden is possible here. No more chicken coops? Oh, it needs wealth. It needs 25 wealth for each one of these. The vegetable garden only needs one tool, but the other 2 need wealth. So we do need to continue selling things at the trading post in order to make this happen, right? So this is the regional wealth, and this one goes up with the trading. And in that case, we do need to trade a bit more before we can afford more of them. But we have 3 chicken now available. There it is. We have sold something again, leading to 27. And this makes it possible now to have a goat shed that I would really like to have. We still have to grow. I need more workers for the next industries, which is a tannery then and the weaver workshop. And also the malt house and the brewery, right? So lots of stuff actually. We still have this area still available to us with 2 more people. I wonder. Yeah, we can actually squeeze in 3 here, and I would like to do this to make this plot here finished. And I'm very, very happy that we actually made use of the hill here, right? So the steep slope. Originally I thought I could not build anything there, and the village is just growing towards it too. We could also, since we have lots of them actually, we could also add more vegetable gardens, right? We have enough tools. And these will just add more food variety overall than to my village there as well. As we can see already, with the food we have 4 eggs now. And also 2 milk already in store. So the goats are producing. Albrecht and Ditz, they're called. My goats. And also the first houses already finished. And the next ones are under construction. As autumn is approaching. Once more. Next family joins. We have one unassigned person again. I can already see that the food is going down a bit now. That's also part of the reason because the berries, of course, don't last us that long anymore. We consume quite a lot of them. We do, however, still have plenty of wild animals and also a second slot in the hunting camp. So if it really goes down, we can still adjust more workforce into hunting. And of course, by adding now more vegetable gardens and goat milk and eggs, I hope that we just have a more diverse village overall with more food coming in. Yeah, and then there is the whole trading, and as we can see, I've also imported something, and that is linen cloths. So we have linen cloths now because I think we cannot produce them on our own, and we have this now in store. It is then being transported to the storehouse, and from there, if I have it, a trader would sell it to the people. Right now we got the food stall and the firewood stall, right? Those two, and they can continue with that. I could then add the cloth store to this stall as well. Let's stop the linen cloth import there right now. Don't trade it, right? Because I would like to use the wealth for my other expansions that we want to do. So there's nothing else here that I need to do. Perfect. That's that. Yeah, we're growing really nicely so far, I think. Food is also looking really good with milk and eggs now coming in. Vegetables, probably not this year anymore, right? So, even though it's growing already nicely. How's it looking? More families. We need more families. There they are. More houses as we continue to grow. Yep, let's also continue with our next industry. So the tannery would be the one. We have lots of pelts and we can make leather out of that, which is way more valuable for trading. So another building coming up here, and then we probably finish this block like this, right? So we got another plot available here for another industry building, like a weaver hut once we have wool, or flax. That would be possible. I could also then have the malt house and the brewery here in my industry zone, or over there we also have more space. Yeah, we can also see that the logging camp is doing a good job chopping down everything. Probably going to sign it now over there. I wonder if they can get over the terrain borders. We'll just see about that. My fields are coming along, so all of them hopefully... Yep, all of them are growing now. Perfect. This is going to be a good harvest next year. There was a very good trade of 20 and 4 each, so we sold a lot of firewood there. Which we can still do that, because we got 260 firewood at the moment available. Though we are in the beginning of winter, right? So of course we're going to need a lot of that. But with that, we can afford another... Yeah, I would like to go with another chicken coop. That we can have 4 more eggs. So there it is. Another construction. And also the tannery has been finished right over here. In this very forestry area. So lots of trees there. And this one will be able then to start producing leather for us. Let's also assign someone right to it. And Fate is doing the job. He's right now still constructing. And after that he will join the tannery. And once again, it is winter in our little town. What I can see definitely now is food is going down, right? So we're not having that many berries anymore. It's definitely going to last us through this winter, but I will need to work on new sources of food. So trading might be one option, but also all our the fields that will be coming in now then next year. And of course, these additional chicken sheds and stuff like that, vegetable gardens that we can still add. I could definitely add some more vegetable gardens since this just requires some tools, right? So at least those 3 new plots here, they can all have a vegetable garden each. They're very stretched, so could easily work over there. And then we have more room then for some more goats and chickens. We have a bit of coin in again, 55 actually. Let's go with another chicken coop right here in the center. And I think these houses then are a bit too small each, so we'll need to have some bigger houses then as well for the future. Let's have another road then around this block there, so that we can add some bigger houses than here as well. So this burgage plot. Yep, that's going to be 2. And now we can see it. We can add some extensions, right? This way not, but this way we can add 2 of them at least. So let's have those. I still would like to keep my trees here. So we can do this. And this is then just bordering right to the industry. Perfect. Also, while those buildings are being finished, what we can see is we have also now 20 leather in store. So production has already sped up quite a bit. So we have lots of leather. Unfortunately, I think I cannot really do anything with that leather other than selling it. So that's probably the only option that we have. For clothes, the only thing that I can see that could probably give us clothes would be the workshop, right? So other than that, there is no other building available here. The weaver workshop we have, but I think I need to get the clothes in from trading and sell leather, for example, as there is no building for that that would consume it. So let's start with that. It has a good value. So export, and let's go with, yeah, up down to 10, right? So we're producing that, of course, at a steady pace. That's fine. And we still have a bit of wealth, so let's go ahead with another goat chat. That's milk. And this one is probably going to be then a vegetable gardener. So we can also then continue here, that road. Actually, that continues then right down here. And perhaps we also make a nice connection then over there as well. And well, we do have enough building materials, 32 timber at the moment actually. Fuel is going down a bit, so I'm going to assign a third person to the woodcutter lodge, because we definitely will need a bit more fuel now, but we should last through this winter. It's February already, and the food will also be fine. The berries will regrow soon, and that should all be fine. What I can do is, we have a steady, right, a steady stock of wild animals. So it always stays at 20. I might actually build a third hunter. I mean, farming will really change a lot, I hope, right? So the farming coming in, we can prepare for this. So we do need a windmill. This converts grain to flour, and then we have the oven produces bread out of the flour. So let's go ahead with both of them, really. So the oven would be here then, I guess, beside the farm, and the windmill as well, somewhere here. Right, so those two are right here now in this area. Close to the fields then as well. That makes sense to me. Wait a second, even better. I've got a better solution to this. Get rid of the mill again. Let's have it there, because there is no room for... There's the field, right? There is no fertility here. We could do this. Nah, I'm sorry. Let's have it here. It's just closer to my storages in general. Both of them are in this area and will be constructed now with two unassigned families, so they will be able to work on that as well. And there it is. Snow is melting, food is fine. We have survived this year at least. Lots of leather in already, and we are going to sell lots of that leather. So I could have a third person here assigned right now, because we can just sell more with that, right? So making more coin allows us also to import a bit more linen cloth, and that is what I would like to go here for. Also trading, we are not trading food anymore. We could import food at this point. We have a bit of wealth available, but I think we'll be fine. And for my other productions, this is target 60, target 10 is also fine. Iron slabs, we have lots of that in store. And we also have lots of tools in store. So I could just sell a few of my tools there as well. Just a few, because they are quite valuable. That trading post has enough work. And construction continues. The windmill is coming along as well, together with the oven. They also then need, of course, someone assigned to it. But we are not going to assign anyone to the oven yet, because we do need flour first, right? And there is the windmill. Is it finished? Looks pretty finished to me. Of course, that windmill has a problem. It is surrounded by trees, but I'm sure it will still work. Still needs a few more logs, but we have plenty of that in anyway. The berries have also regrown. Hooray, let's rejoice. Let's reduce the amount of people in the bloomery. In the smithy we have enough tools, and get them to the forager hut. We want those berries now. Very important. Get a bit of an influx of food there again, right? We are now officially out of food almost, but the eggs and the milk are still keeping us afloat there. And of course now the harvest season will then begin soon, and this will bring in a lot. And by then, the windmill should be finished. We still need one more log. And there it is. That poor ox has been doing this for quite some time now, and he's still strong. Perfect. There we have it. And now they can finish that windmill. There it is, in all its glory, up and running. Yeah, and we can assign someone to that right away. And this person will then, of course, take any kind of wheat that we get out of it and make grain out of it. Flour, sorry. So we have 11 more days for the king demands. And then either the game ends or we can continue. No idea. We'll just see about that. Food is also coming in again. Lots of vegetables, meat and berries. Berries are finally coming in again. And also firewood. We still have 118 firewood, so I don't know what the 4 really means. Does it mean the months that we can survive that? I don't think so. It's 118 that we still have in stock though. And they're being transported, of course, then to my firewood store. But 3 people are working on that. That should be fine. And also 3 people are on the farm, preparing for harvest season, hopefully. And I'm also glad to see that the windmill is finally working, since we have someone working on it. He's just waiting now for materials. One more day for the king demands. A very long day. That last one. Well, we still just enjoy it. And oh, we are dead. We have -5, but the quest was completed and we can still continue. Rejoice, everyone. We can continue, and we're doing that in the next episode. Stay tuned.